It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from London Beer Factory and Gamma Brewing Company, and it's a can of Fuzzy Recall New England IPA coming in at 6.3% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. I really like the look of that can wrap. Looks very good. The beer is available in Tesco for £3 a can. Without further ado, it's also got one of those fully opening, rather loud opening, but fully, it's the full edge of the can, so you can drink the beer out the can if you so wish. I'd rather get mine into a glass, but listen. Ooh, very noisy can opening. But look at that. If you so wish, you can, rather nice train beer, drink it straight from the can. Here we go then, let's get it into a glass. There's a look at it. It's a little amber-like, I would say, for a New England IPA. It's a little. I would prefer it if they just used Pilsner malt, so like it was nice and light and crisp. And let me show you. I would prefer my kind of New England IPA to look rather more like that. I know in the camera it doesn't look much. It doesn't look much, but it's not the worst beer that I've seen in a glass. We got a 1 finger tan coloured, 1 finger white head, good levels of carbonation, hazy amber kind of straw coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. Oh, it smells good. It smells rather good. Like passion fruit, mango, citrusy, grapefruit, orange peel. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. The initial mouthfeel was like a big hiss and fizz of carbonation. It was like a volcano in the mouth, like of carbonation pushing the beer around the inside of the mouth. Quite a vigorous, aggressive carbonation. It's like biting into orange peel and grapefruit peel. It's quite a real zesty kick to it. It's very much like biting into orange peel and lemon peel. There's grapefruit flavours coming through. There's lemon flavours coming through. It's a nice beer. It's a nice beer. There's the only way I can describe it, and I think I've always described it this way, there's like a real dry, kind of musty. It's if you've accidentally, do you know when you were a kid and you were handed your first aerosol, like Lynx deodorant spray, and you would spray it quite wildly because you were a kid and it was new to you, and you might get a little bit of that kind of spray on your tongue, and it's a little bit like, oh, that really shouldn't be there. There's like that flavour of that feeling of you've just sprayed aerosol on your tongue. feeling about the beer. I don't know. I went into this review, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm always honest with all of my viewers. I've had some pretty shoddy beers from London Beer Factory. I don't think I've had anything where I can go, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. They one of these breweries that turned up from nowhere. They've managed to get a collaboration going with Gamma, who I've drunk Gamma's beers in Brewskival in a Swedish craft beer festival, and they've been outstanding. They were like the beer of the festival, the IPAs and the New England IPAs and the Pale Ales. They were just absolutely outstanding. And when I seen this, I first seen it on Instagram. When I seen that London Beer Factory had managed to get a collaboration with Gamma, I was almost like, how is that possible? How can, it's like chalk and cheese. I've had some amazing beer from Gamma. I've had some not so amazing beer from London Beer Factory, and surely the people at Gamma have tried London Beer Factory's beers, and of course the London Beer Factory are bound to have tried Gamma Brewing Company. They're based in Denmark, Gamma Brewing Company. They've obviously tried their beers because they've clamoured for this collaboration. Perhaps I'm being... No, I'm not going to... I was just about to say, perhaps I'm being a little bit harsh, but this is, for me, this is not the greatest look for Gamma. This is not the greatest look. This is not the... To get this collaboration together with London Beer Factory, whose beers I've never rated them. They've never been... There's always been something. Like I'm talking here about the accidentally spraying your mouth with aerosol. I mean, for goodness sake, you would never want anybody to say that about your beer, but this is a much improved beer. This is a much improved beer from London Beer Factory. But it's still not... Here's the answer. Would I go back and would I pay... In Tesco's now, as of April 2020, there's a fantastic range of craft beers on the shelves in Tesco for either £3 for £5 for the small 330 cans or £3 for a 440 milliliter can. Would I choose this over something from North or the Brewdog versus Cloudwater? Or some of the other beers that are on the shelf? I can't remember them all. Would I choose this over them beer? And the answer is no. The answer is no. I wouldn't buy this beer over the North. I think it was called Cosmonauts. North Cosmonauts, the £3 can of Tesco craft beer that everybody wants, everybody's buying. Even Vocation Life and Death. I would choose Vocation's Life and Death. I'd buy 3 or 4 of them cans over buying 3 or 4 of these, or even just buying one. I'd buy the Vocation Life and Death. It's just too wishy-washy. It's just... I went in being fair. Yeah, there's grapefruit, and I was talking about the aggressive carbonation. You don't get many New England IPAs with aggressive carbonation. The more I drink it, the more I'm kind of like, it's another beer from London Beer Factory. Another disappointing beer from London Beer Factory. Chemically, it's a bit... I get it. I get the... Yeah, you would call it an IPA. It's grapefruits, citrusy, there's orange peel, fleshy blood orange, but there's something lurking in the back. There's something lurking around in the back, like they've used hop oil, or they've used some kind of... Whereas I think North probably used either hop pellets or maybe whole hop cones, which would be amazing. This seems like, I mean, I've worked in breweries, so I've seen them add all sorts of different concentrates and liquids and hop oils and concentrated hop oils. I've seen it all. I've seen them add this to the beer, and they promise me, oh, you know, this beer, you won't tell the difference. You really won't tell the difference. It will taste as good as anything else from any other brewery. But then when it comes down to drinking it, like 4 weeks later, you're like, Mr. Brewer, you're actually counting your pennies, aren't you? And this has just got that kind of not quite there. It's not quite there. I would like to see London Beer Factory come out and just brew a whole cone hop, fresh hop beer for Tesco for £3 a can, just to improve their reputation. Just to go, actually, we can do it. We can brew beer, rather than messing about with whatever artificial flavour that I can get. It's like a mustiness on the back of the palate. I'm gonna rate it. Here we go. Let's read the back of the can first. Fuzzy Recall, a generously hopped East Coast IPA, showcasing the best of hops such as Cashmere and Idaho 7. Originally brewed in collaboration with Danish Haze Maestro's Gamma. This is a hoppy, hazy and juicy IPA. Tropical fruit flavours dominate while the malt provides the perfect smooth drinking foundation. 6.3% ABV. The malts, Marisota, lager, wheat and oats. Hops are Cashmere, Equinor, Idaho 7 and Azaka. Let's rate it. I felt like I've spent enough time on this now. As I've mentioned before with these £3 a can Tesco beers, I've tried to kind of come up with a term for them, because some are really good, some are very average. I'm going to call it, do you know when you see a mobile phone review on YouTube, you see high-end smartphone and you see mid-range? A mid-range smartphone that's trying to do all the things a high-end smartphone can do, but it never quite gets it right. Well, I've coined the term. Please take on this term, use it if you like. This is a mid-range craft beer. This is a mid-range craft beer for £3 a can. Don't expect wonders. It's £3 a can. I mean, even for some people, you're thinking £3 a can, that's an absolute fortune. But you can buy craft beer up to £6, £7, £8 a can if you go to a specialist bottle shop. So this is a mid-range beer, £3 can of beer, 440 millilitre. I'm going to give it a 6. It's a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.